What's going on, guys? It's Jacoborth back with another video here of Jacob's Life in Vegas. Thank you guys for watching. This video is going to be about living in Las Vegas from the perspective of, can you ever call Vegas home? Will Las Vegas ever feel like home? Being one of the most transient cities in the country, it's a place where some people come here and they end up staying for a long time, and some people come and they wind up leaving and they never really ever felt connected. So we'll talk about that in just a second, but before we do, I gotta say, hey, thank you for watching this video. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please share the videos. I appreciate those of you that have been sharing and liking the videos and putting comments in there, and I know there's quite a few of you watching that are interested in moving to Vegas, so going to be more coming for those of you thinking about moving here, and then also those who are thinking about visiting here for vacation. Now, getting to the idea of Las Vegas being home, like I've said in this video and in other videos, it's one of the most transient cities in the country, and Nevada is the most transient state in the country by far. Remember, only 24% of Nevada residents were actually born and raised here. So about 3/4 of the people living in Nevada came from somewhere else. And a lot of them came here during their adulthood, like me. I came here after college. To some people, they have a hard time calling Las Vegas their home because they grew up somewhere else and they feel really connected to their hometown they grew up in. And I've heard some people say it. They say, Las Vegas will never be home to me. And, that's really in your perspective if you want to call Las Vegas your home. I live here and I call it my home. Some people, and I can see there's definitely reasons why some people would feel like Las Vegas isn't home or it lacks community because, so many people coming here as adults, there's not a lot of common bond growing up as kids, right? A lot of the kids you grew up with back home, a lot of the friends you have, your family friends, a lot of your community is in another city or in another state. And when you're away from them and you're here in a brand new place that you came to, later in your life, you may not feel very connected to the local community like you would where you grew up. And that's perfectly understandable. I mean, we have other things like, we don't have any local sports teams really. There's no NFL team, no NBA team, no Major League Baseball team. There's no hockey team here. And you don't have a local team like that to kind of rally around. That's something that people think really does not help the sense of community in Las Vegas. And those are certainly valid reasons, and some people put a heavy emphasis on those. But it's really in your perspective. I mean, I like living out here. I mean, I've got probably a dozen videos about how much I enjoy living out here, and there's going to be more to come. Part of it for me was I actually really looked into moving out here before I did. I mean, I was researching it, and I like it out here because this is a place I really chose to live and really wanted to live in. I came out here, I was a bit unsure. I mean, I can't lie. I mean, I took 1 week trip out here to go job hunting and found a place to live, signed the lease, and 3 weeks later I had moved back out here. I didn't know if I was going to love it or not. I mean, I had a good idea. I mean, a lot of the aspects of it I looked at, I liked. I felt they suited my personality well, and they have. Because, where I grew up in Modesto, out in Modesto, California, after a while, I didn't like living there when I was younger. Ever since I was about 16, I remember I wanted to get out of there. Because, Modesto's about 200,000 people. It's actually a decent-sized city, but by California standards, it's like a farm town, and it does have a lot of agricultural influence out there. So to me, Modesto was like small town USA. I wanted to get out. I mean, right when I got out of high school and was able to go off to college, I went off to college in San Francisco Bay Area because that was more city life type thing. And I really thought the grass was greener on the other side, and I did like living in the Bay Area for a while. There's certain aspects of it I enjoyed, but as I was there for 6.5 years, I lived in the San Francisco Bay Area all throughout my time in college, and really it was towards the end I just didn't know if I was as in love with it then as I was when I first moved there. And there were certain aspects of it I liked. There's certain aspects of California I liked, but there were definitely aspects that I did not. And coming out of school and with almost $100,000 of student loan debt, living in San Jose, living in the Bay Area where it's some of the highest cost of living in the country, highest median home price in the country is San Jose, California. About $650,000 to $750,000 for a home. I remember looking at it and it's like there's people who regularly their mortgage is $2,000, $2,200, $2,500 a month out there. And I just had to think, is this really where I want to stay planted? And I just thought I just didn't want to stay in California. I wanted to try something else. I'd really looked into Las Vegas and Phoenix, and then Vegas had the nightlife aspect, because that's really what I'd done a lot of work in when I was playing football in the off season. Go work at nightclub, bar, lounge, whatever. A lot of guys did that in football. But in Vegas, I knew they had the big nightclub scene. You could make good money. And then I looked into it. I saw the cost of living was cheap. I knew there were no state taxes. Before I came out here, took a visit. I liked it. I took the chance. And I like living out here to Vegas. I feel like out here I have way more freedom than I did back in California, because here you just have so many more options. Like I've talked about, the 24-hour lifestyle, the gaming. Any time of day you've got options where you can live your life no matter what kind of work schedule you have. That doesn't mean, just because those options are there doesn't mean you have to use them. You don't have to gamble just because you can. You don't have to drink all day just because you can. But you do have those options out here. And that's one of the big things for me, was to have those options and have that freedom. And I knew I enjoyed it out here when I went back to visit California for the first time. And it was nice to go back and visit, go back, see family, see some friends, see some people from school. But when I came back to Las Vegas, I was actually really glad to be back. I call Las Vegas my home. I had some people with me up in California, they'll say, hey, are you coming home? Are you going to come home and visit sometime soon? And I was trying to be nice about it, but I told them, really Las Vegas is my home. My home is where I decide to live. I had one relative text me not long after I'd moved out here saying, you can always come home. And I said, well, where I choose to live is my home. And I like it out here, and I don't really plan on coming back anytime soon. So, can you call Las Vegas your home? Yes, you can. There's plenty of good people out here that you can make new friends with, new relationships. It's the Strip, right? That street behind me, that's just one aspect of it. So you can definitely call Las Vegas your home. I call it my home. I enjoy living here. I'm happy living here. And it's really all in your perspective and what is important to you. If you want to give it a try and move out here, give it a try. If you don't like it, there's plenty of other places in the U.S. or, around the world that you can live. But I like it here. I do call it my home. And I think, yes, you can call Las Vegas your home. You can move here, raise a family here. You can retire here. You can, live your entire life here and actually be happy. Okay? And you don't need that street right behind me to be happy living out here. So that'll be it for this video, guys. I just want to touch on this because, a lot of people just wonder, how you could ever call a place like Las Vegas your home, because, they just think of the Strip and they kind of think that that's what, life is like. Everything is like the Strip, and it's really not. So if you're thinking about moving out here, yes, you can call Las Vegas your home. Yes, you can live a really good life out here. And it just depends on your perspective and what's important to you. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys again for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I appreciate it when you guys share. I'd love to hear your guys' comments on this topic. And also be sure to go check out my website, JacobslifeinVegas.com. Check out some of the articles I got up there. You can also book your trip through there. If you're going to be coming out here to visit, you can book your trip on my website, and you can save some money by going that route. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Jacob. This is My Life in Vegas.